Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Once upon a time in a quiet valley between two great mountains, there was a small village named Varendale. It was a beautiful place full of green trees, singing birds, and winding rivers. But the village had one problem: it was always dark. Long ago, a great storm had broken the village's only lighthouse, and the sun stopped shining there for reasons no one understood. So the villagers lived with lanterns and shadows. They worked hard during the day and stayed indoors at night. Laughter was rare and dreams were quietly buried. In the heart of this village lived a 13-year-old boy named Aarav. He was known as the quiet one. He didn't talk much, but he was always curious. His favorite thing was to sit on the roof at night and stare at the stars, what little of them he could see through the mist. One day, Aarav visited the old library. It was dusty, filled with cobwebs, and no one had been there in years. As he browsed, he found a torn book titled The Keeper of the Light. Inside was a drawing of a glowing lantern and a line that read, "When the heart is bright, even the darkest paths shine." He didn't know what it meant. Something stirred in him, a small hope. That night, he lit a candle and made a promise: "I will bring light back to my village." His parents laughed gently when he told them, "You are a good dreamer, Aarav, but some things can't be changed." But Aarav didn't stop. He started fixing small things: lamps, broken windows, dusty pathways. His hands got stronger, his heart braver. One rainy evening, Aarav helped an old traveler who had fallen on the road. He took him home, gave him food, and sat by his side. The traveler smiled. "You have the light," he said. "What light?" Aarav asked. The man took out a small lantern from his bag. It didn't burn with fire. It glowed softly, like moonlight. "This is the lantern of belief. It lights up only in the hands of those who never give up." He handed it to Aarav. To his surprise, it lit up in his palms. Before the traveler left, he said, "Go to the top of the mountain of echoes. Place this lantern there. If your heart remains steady, the light will return." Aarav packed a small bag. He took food, the lantern, and a notebook. The journey was long and dangerous. He had to walk through forests, cross rivers, and climb steep rocks. He met wild animals. He got hurt. At times he cried. At times he wanted to turn back. But whenever he touched the lantern, it glowed faintly, whispering, "You are not alone." Along the way, he met others: a girl who lost her parents, a boy who was blind, a mother searching for her missing son. Aarav shared his story, and they walked with him. Slowly, a group formed, all following the boy with the lantern. At last, they reached the foot of the mountain of echoes. It was steep, cold, and covered in clouds. People in the group were tired. Some said, "Let's stop here." But Aarav looked up and said, "We've come so far. We can't stop now." He led the climb. Storms came. Winds howled. Rocks fell. But the lantern, now in his chest pocket, kept glowing brighter. Aarav placed the lantern on a stone platform. The moment he did, the clouds began to move. Slowly, sunlight broke through for the first time in years. The darkness below melted. Villagers looked up, shielding their eyes in disbelief. Tears filled Aarav's eyes. He turned to the others and smiled. The light was never gone. We just stopped looking for it. The people with him cheered. Hugs, smiles, laughter. They shared something greater than just a journey. They had found courage, belief, and unity. The villagers welcomed Aarav and his group like heroes. Children ran with joy, elders cried, flowers bloomed. A new lighthouse was built, this time, powered by the community itself. Aarav became known as the Lantern Keeper, but he didn't want title. He opened a small school and taught kids the real secret. Keep your light on, even when no one sees it, because someday someone will follow it and change the world. Dear listener, Aarav's story is not just about him, it is about you. You may be living in your own village of shadows. Maybe your light has gone dim. Maybe people laugh at your dreams. But remember, your light matters. Keep walking, help others, share kindness. And believe that even the smallest lantern can light the darkest mountain. Because within you there is something powerful, something brave, something eternal. You are a lantern keeper too. Thank you for listening. If this story inspired you, then like, share, and subscribe for more simple stories that teach deep lessons. See you in the next video.